Hello and welcome. I'm Melissa from Mystic Heart Healing, and tonight I'm going to tell you a little bit about a goddess named Juno Moneto. In ancient Rome, the temple of Juno sits high up on the Capitine Hill. This is one of the most sacred places in Rome, and it was established in honor of the goddess that protects and blesses Rome, not only the city, but the empire. Juno resides in her temple, overwatching the city, and when the city decided that they wanted to strike coins and build a new mint, they chose to build it next to Juno's temple, and they even dedicated it to her. But Juno Moneto's story goes back further than Roman history. She began her existence in ancient Greece. The Greeks formed a cult around a goddess named please forgive me, I can never say this name, Mnemosyne. The Greeks, who is the mother of the Muses and the goddess of memory. When the Romans borrowed parts of their religion from the Greeks, they made Mnemosyne into the goddess Juno. Around 390 BC, the Romans built the empire's mint next to her temple and dedicated it to her, because she was not only the goddess of prosperity, she was the goddess of the empire's finances and of its prosperity. The epithet of Moneta comes from the Latin word munio, which means to warn to keep an eye on your finances. Throughout the Roman Empire, moneta became the word for money, and the word for money even in modern times, including English. Juno Moneta was the daughter of Saturn, and she was the queen of the gods and the protector of the Roman Empire's fortune. She focused mainly on the empire, but was often called on for personal finance too, and was known to grant quite a few boons. She's often described as a regal woman wearing fine robes and holding either a scales or a cornucopia. A cornucopia is that thing that looks like a curved horn, and it always has like fruits and vegetables spilling out of it, or coins. It's also known as a horn of plenty. She was also described as a refined woman wearing a goatskin cloak and surrounded by peacocks. Her sacred animals are geese and peacocks, which also comes into the to warn part. Geese are excellent watch animals, and there are legends of the geese on top of Capitine Hill saving the city. She's also fond of snakes and goats. And the iris is her sacred flower, mainly because it blooms on June 1st, which is her holy day. And the wild fig tree is considered her holy tree. In modern times, the moon is considered her sacred planet. And when working with Juno Moneta, offerings are given on the first day of the month, such as blowing cinnamon into your doors can be considered that, or dusting your altar and making sure your crystals are in good shape. And some other acceptable offerings for Juno include shiny coins, crisp bills, those fresh ones, flowers of any type, especially irises, mineral water, wine, and peacock feathers. So, just a suggestion, she is a nice prosperity goddess to work with. She is not as fickle as some and is known to grant quite a few boons to those who approach her with sincerity and not greed. If you'd like more information, you can check out our webpage. Our link is in our bio. And as always, nurture your divine spark and know that you are loved. Good night.